What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video, and I'm just checking in on you. How you doing? What's going on? Now today is October 4th, and this is going to be your weekly vendor reset and must-buys with Cassie Mendoza at the end. That's right. We're going to do this one a little bit faster than normal because we are going to be doing Cassie Mendoza at the end. So I hope you enjoy, and like always, sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But like always, we're going to start over here in Washington, D.C., and we'll finish up in New York City. Our first vendor is going to be the Base of Ops. And must-buys from the Base of Ops, I'm going to say the Zero F's chess piece. The only reason to come to the Base of Ops vendor, actually, this is the only item that I would recommend, and the reason being is you can recalibrate that explosive resistance off for crit chance, and then have a double crit Zero F's chess piece with Perfectly Unbreakable. This is a great chess piece to have, and I highly recommend everybody have at least one of these in their stash. All right.
Thanks for your business.
Next up, let's see, the Countdown vendor and then the Clan vendor. So for the Countdown vendor, I can actually just run out here because there's only 3 items, so there's no need to cut it and just do must-buys. Here we go. So your Countdown vendor has Fox's Prayer Kneepads. So right off the bat, must-buys right here, Countdown vendor, buy the Fox's Prayer Kneepads right now. These are best in slot knee pads, and they come with status effects. So you could use this with like your Shocker Punch, your St. Elmo's Engine. You could use this with a bleed build. You could use this with a burn build. It truly doesn't matter. But here it is at the Countdown vendor, Fox's Prayer knee pads. Now let's jump over to the Clan vendor. And like always, shout out to the DoD, Disciples of Doom. We are on all platforms, and we will be in the Division Resurgence and the Division Heartland. So again, shout out to the DoD, Disciples of Doom. And here are your must-buys for the Clan vendor. All right, must-buys, Clan vendor, right here, the Heartbreaker knee pads with max armor. This is perfect. All you have to do is recalibrate the health off for whatever attribute you want, and you can put this with whatever Heartbreaker build you want. Truly amazing. The other one is the Police M4. Now, this Police M4 has max armor damage and decent health damage, so all you would have to do is recalibrate the talent for whatever talent you want. And remember, with the Police M4, you can put Flatline on there for amplified damage. But just remember, you will have to optimize the assault rifle damage. All right, let's move on. And here we go. This is the campus settlement. And if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing. And our only must-buy from the campus is going to be this Badger Tough holster. Now, this Badger Tough holster you can put with that Zero F's chest piece that I showed you at the Base of Ops, and you could get more total armor by wearing both of those Badger Tough pieces. But not only that, but with this one, you can also do double crit. You can recalibrate the hazard protection off for crit hit damage and then have a double crit Badger Tough holster. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Alright, so that is it for the campus. We're going to start our way with the Dark Zone vendors. So our first Dark Zone vendor is going to be the DZ West vendor. Now, the DZ West vendor and all of the other vendors will only take DZ resources. So just a reminder, let me go ahead and show you the DZ resources. Go to your inventory, toggle over to resources, and just above your keys, you will see Dark Zone resources. For example, I have 58 out of 999. So if I see anything today from any of these Dark Zone vendors, I'm going to have to go back into the Dark Zone and get some more DZ resources. But anyways, here is DZ West. Sad to say there are no must-buys or anything right now from DZ West. However, remember that we do have the exotic cash now, so if there's nothing you want to buy at these DZ resources, you can buy this exotic cash. All right, so DZ West was actually a bust. Let's go ahead and jump over to DZ South. All right, DZ South and must buys. We have the TDI card custom. I have had multiple people ask me about this weapon, and you can buy it right now in DZ South. So it is 152 DZ resources, so just remember that whenever you go to purchase this weapon. But this is a PvP exclusive item. You can get it in a Season Legacy cache or a named item cache, but everything else is either strictly the Dark Zone or Conflict. And to be honest, that's really it for this vendor as well. I mean, we really haven't been getting that many good items from these Dark Zone vendors. All right, let's go to Dark Zone. Oh no, we have to go to the castle. That's right. And here we go at the castle settlement with their nice loud music. I love it. I love it. For must buys in this one, we have the Suska mask that you could easily just recalibrate that health off for crit hit damage and go double crit. But besides that, I mean, there's really nothing else here that I could, safely recommend to you. So that's actually it for the castle. That's Suska mask. So let's go over to our last DZ vendor, being Dark Zone East. And remember, I fast traveled to the Alpha checkpoint, not the main entrance. That way I can just exit out of this checkpoint and then be good to go. So there you go. And here's your vendor. So let's jump over to the must-buys for DZ East. And sad to say again, there's nothing really that I want to recommend from DZ East. I mean, there's the Cavalier holster with decent armor. I mean, it's okay, but then you would have to recalibrate that skill haste off for whatever it is you want. And that Providence mask is okay as well. Again, neither one of these are really great items. However, with this Providence mask, you can recalibrate the repair skills off for crit hit damage, and then you would be good to go. But besides that, that's it for DZ East. Pretty much a bust besides the TDI card custom when it comes to these Dark Zone vendors. All right, now our last stop is going to be the theater settlement for the Washington, D.C. vendors. And then we'll jump over to New York and then finish up with Cassie Mendoza. But all right, so the theater. Sad to say, agents, there's nothing good to buy from here. It's a bad vendor. So let's just go ahead and jump over to New York. I don't have anything that I want to recommend from that vendor today. Now we have two vendors left. We have Marco at the top of the escalator, and then we have Roy Benitez just outside. So let's see what these two vendors have in store, and then we'll jump over to Cassie Mendoza. All right, here we go. Marco. And going through these items for Marco, I'm not really finding anything worth really even mentioning. So again, Marco's going to be a bust. And then let's go ahead, doop-a-doop-a-doo, and we're going to make our way to Roy Benitez, who would typically be our last vendor. But first, make sure you pet the dog. All right, I'm not going to edit out the dog. Come on. Make sure he's wagging his tail. He's got food. He's got water. Look at him. Good boy. Now, remember, there are, a couple different interactions you can do with him. So this second interaction is random. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's just sitting there. Give me your paw. Oh, look at that. Cute. All right. And here we go. Roy Benitez. And the only thing worth mentioning from Roy Benitez is going to be this Hanayu mask. The reason being is it comes with skill haste and skill damage, so this is perfect for whatever skill build you're trying to use. And if you match this up with 2 pieces of Hanayu, you'll get an additional set of skill damage and skill haste. So it's a pretty damn good mask. It's up to you. Pick this one up. I would either max out the skill damage, or you could switch out the skill haste for, like, say, status effects, something like that. But that's actually it for our weekly vendor reset and must-buys. So let's jump over to Cassie Mendoza. All right, Stoop Kid never leaves his stoop. There we go. Don't fall off. Perfect. Here we go. Hey, welcome back. This is going to be the Cassie Mendoza part. So I'm editing this differently because I am combining both of these videos. because yesterday was all incursions. But before we go to Cassie, we do have to find the Snitch. So again, please, please put in the comments where you typically find the Snitch, maybe where you found the Snitch today, things like that to help out the community. There are people every week that just can't find the Snitch to get to Cassie. So please put it in the comments where you find the Snitch, and then hopefully we can get everyone to Cassie Mendoza before she closes. Now, for me personally, here are my coordinates. I'm at 1408 by 3626, and I am just south of the 1040 safe house. And you can actually see the line that I took. All I did was fast travel to the Jefferson Trade Center, and then I ran right to the Snitch. Now, you can accept the bounty, go to your map, go to that bounty, click go to details, and then you can save it. So you can see I just saved it for later. And then we need to look around for the white shopping cart icon. There it is, right next to the castle settlement. Let's go. All right, I've ran all the way over here, gone downstairs through the art gallery, and here is Cassie Mendoza. Here we go. And they still have that loud castle music. Oh, and then it cuts out there. All right, cool. So here's Cassie Mendoza. And starting off at the top, we have the named items, followed by gear set items, and then high-end items. Now, I'm just going to go through this really quick. The Fox's Prayer are best in slot knee pads, so you can pick them up here, or you can pick them up at the Countdown vendor. But either way, Fox's Prayer knee pads must buy. Next up, we have the Hunter Killer chest piece. This one with crit and hazard, but it does have pretty low armor. So what I would do with this one is buy one, max out the armor. You could probably buy another one and recalibrate that hazard off for crit hit damage, and then have both of your crits maxed out. That way you can just optimize that armor. But either way, the Hunter Killer is a good pickup as well. The Heartbreaker backpack has decent armor, so what you could do here is just recalibrate the explosive resistance off for whatever it is you want and put this on your Heartbreaker build. Remember that the Heartbreaker backpack gives you double the armor per stack, so this is how you get very tanky with Heartbreaker. Next, we have the Striker chest piece with max weapon damage. This is another must-buy. You can easily just recalibrate that crit hit damage off for anything you want and have a fully maxed out Striker's Battle Gear chest piece. Going through these as fast as I can. Nothing is really popping out now. Okay, so that's it. All right, so for must-buys, things to look for from Cassie, I would say the Fox's Prayer, the Hunter Killer chest piece, the Heartbreaker backpack, and the Striker chest piece. Those are going to be your must-buys from Cassie Mendoza. Now, I hope you enjoyed this different version of my weekly vendor reset and must-buys. I did just combine Tuesday's reset and today's Cassie Mendoza reset. I hope you enjoy. If you found this video helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, please hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing and let me know if you like this new edited version, if you want me to do this again in the future. But with all that said and done, I am Kamikazevondoom. I hope you have a great day. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Let's go.